What if Africa colonized Europe? Heck, what if Africa colonized the entire world? I deleted everything outside of Africa and gave them colonists using the Colonize Pls mod. No more are we playing Europa Universalis IV, but Africa Universalis. Back with Colonize Pls, time to see how Africa handles it. Now, I anticipate it being somewhat like it was when we removed Europe, where not a lot of people really focused on Europe specifically, something with how the AI is coded. But that doesn't mean it's all bad. I'm sure that North America, South America, Asia, Oceania, I'm sure that they will all get a little bit of something. So I don't really know what to expect, but I'm hoping for the best. You guys know the drill. Speed 5, unpause. Now I'm seeing a couple of weird things where like these guys keep colonizing and then uncolonizing provinces. I don't really know exactly what's causing that. We do have Portugal and Morocco working their way into Iberia, but it looks like Portugal just got exiled to Portugal. So that happened. Looks like Portugal is also jumping up the coast, and they're probably going to take all of the trade centers. That is what the AI did in the previous one as well. Seems like they really prioritized high important value centers like trade nodes and estuaries. MAMs are already making their way up into the Levant, into Anatolia. And oh my gosh, this looks like old school EU4 when the AI would use Charter Trade Company and then the entirety of India and China would just be dotted with a bunch of random countries from Europe. Only this time they're all African. We've already got Mombasa over here in Setsu, African Japan, truly the most blessed timeline. Betsamesaraka is over here in China. They are a Madagascar tribe. Mombasa also down here in Canton. Mogadishu and Ajiran have made their way into China as well. A couple of guys over here getting into Malaysia. South America is pretty sus at the moment. Oh my gosh, Portugal, what are you doing? They're going to be so decentralized. They just have a bunch of random provinces throughout Europe. And I definitely expected this. They have Venice as well as Constantinople. They even have Genoa. So Portugal is basically everywhere. Still nobody in North America, but we're only 10 years in, so there's plenty of time for that. Morocco's name has gotten bigger. I think it's only a matter of time before they take over this land, kick Portugal out, and form Andalusia like they did in the previous one. Mutapa is colonized down into South Africa, and it looks like Sofala, as well as a couple of other guys, have gotten down here as well. And Japan is getting split by Kilwa and Mombasa, as well as this Medri Bari guy, who is Coptic. So we're going to see a little bit of Coptics over here in Japan. You'll love to see it. Now, this north and south, I'm not sure exactly how it's going to look this time around. India is slowly filling in. We got Pate over here, as well as Warsangali and Kilwa down here. Kilwa's kind of all over the place, to be honest. And the Mamluks decided to make a vacation spot over here in Mamlukian Persia over here in the Straits of Hormuz. 15 years in, Mamluks are number 1 great power with Morocco number 2 and Portugal number 3, despite having literally almost none of their provinces even touching. I have a feeling this is going to be a really good one. Most of Eastern Asia has filled in. We've got Japan split between 4 different nations. Korea split between 2, though it looks like Kim has gone a little bit farther this time. Sulu has apparently spawned. They're like an island nation from over here, but it looks like they've migrated up and their capital is here in Beijing. It's funny because even in modded EU4, you cannot escape the blobs that spawn in India. Portugal's doing like the opposite Switzerland, where it only wants coastal provinces, and Morocco has still yet to kick them out of Iberia. Morocco has, however, eaten up their subjects, and now they have Sussian Colombia and Sussian Brazil. It seems like there's quite a bit of wars going on over here in Australia, trying to unify the island. Or is it a continent? Subcontinent? I don't know. I feel like I would still call it an island. It's just a really, really big one. Same thing over here. You have Saklavan, Australia, beaten up on Medri Bari, Australia. It would be nice to finally see a unified New Zealand. And the Mamluks doing these guys dirty, cutting them off. A smart move on their part, but it just feels dirty. Let them play the dang game, you know? It would appear that the governing capacity was too much for Portugal to handle. They released a couple of subjects, and now we've got a Catalonia, Valencia, and Aragon over here in Russia and Scandinavia, who in turn are all colonizing on their own because they are all affected by the buff. So Morocco got free reign in the entirety of South America, all of Mexico, and a good chunk of North America. But it looks like we've got New Valencia and Aragonese Canada over here on the east coast. Australia's been divided pretty neatly. Marahan over here and Saklav over here in NZ. Mombasa over here has migrated with their capital down in Canton. Portugal in the lead by over double, and currently the absolute supervillain of the world attacking the Mamluks. They are crusading against them and they are kicking their butts right now. We've got a nice big war for us here. Portugal's subjects have declared independence with the help of the Mamluks. Numbers are definitely on the subject side, more of all types of units, but not so much the naval front. 380,000 dead on the subject side, and Portugal has lost 460, almost 350,000 just to attrition alone. How can you be so incompetent? I am definitely looking forward to the changes they had mentioned in the dev diaries about the AI calculating attrition and stuff like that. The dev diaries about the AI in the upcoming patch definitely look pretty good. I don't know. Cautiously optimistic would be my phrase. And in the aftermath, Valencia is independent, as well as Catalonia, as well as Aragon, but they are not allies. So Portugal still got a vassal in Tripoli, as well as Fezzan, but nothing in Europe. The New World is essentially done. Aragon got Canada, Morocco got Cascadia, and they also ate the East Coast from Valencia, sadly. Sulu is consolidating most of Eastern Asia, with Southeast Asia dominated by about 4 or 5 different tags, and India dominated by essentially the people who landed here first. Morocco making its way around the coast to Guinea, getting that trade empire started up. And my goodness, Sevilla over here with 110 ducats, just as rich as Genoa. Even though Morocco is so much smaller than Portugal, their economy is actually competitive, if you can believe that. And it's been a while, but it definitely seems like Portugal maybe isn't thriving like they used to be. Morocco has attacked them with every single colony in the world, basically, that exists. Over 1.3 million men, absolutely just gonna thrash them by the looks of it. They can handle these losses, these guys cannot. Though it cannot be understated how strong Portugal still is. They still have almost 2,500 more development than Morocco does. They just haven't embraced the institution yet. They're also the economic hegemon, giving them some big bonuses, especially that goods produced modifier, so that'll help their economy out. But Morocco over here is the military hegemon, giving them that siege ability, as well as the movement speed and attrition bonuses. So I don't know, they're both pretty strong. I just don't see how Portugal pulls out of this death spin. We'll see. And in the end, we have some interesting results. Morocco decided to embrace its inner Andalusia and change tags, as well as the tags of all of its New World colonies. Portugal managed to survive, even ate up Valencia and most of Aragon. I say most of Aragon because Aragon is now Greenland. Aragon is Greenland. Their capital of Eriksfjord over here, with Inukshuk transferred over here. You'll love to see it, folks. Sulu consolidated most of the land over here, but didn't do anything super interesting outside of that. And Africa consolidated to be about 5 or 6 tags, kind of randomly spread throughout over here. Again, though, we do see a formed Somalia, which I've pointed out before, but I've also gotten comments when I haven't pointed it out. So here you go. Somalia indeed did form under Sultan Mambo, whatever the heck this sentence of a last name would be. No surprise, Portugal ended with the most score, though Andalusia is not far behind them at all. However, 3rd, 4th, 5th, definitely quite a bit of a fall off after that point. Though I do think it's funny that Catalonia is the 7th great power and they are a breakaway state from Portugal. So imagine if they never broke away, right? Religious map mode, the world is extremely Sunni. Extremely Sunni. Except for India, this western part is definitely a body. Europe is Catholic outside of Iberia, and the New World is very much Maghrebi culture. Europe is Iberian. This is interesting. You can see the diaspora of the Swahili people that have migrated out of Eastern Africa, as well as the Somali people who have migrated out of the Horn of Africa. There's also a lot of Filipinos over here because I think Sulu is a Filipino primary culture. If you guys enjoyed that fun little video, make sure you let me know. Leave a like on the video. I do appreciate that a lot more than you may know. If you haven't already subscribed, there's plenty of content you're going to be missing out on if you're not subscribed. Right now, I got 2 videos per week coming at you. So if you want to see those, make sure you subscribe and ding the bell. You'll get notified when we upload. I do also have a Discord, a subreddit, and a Twitter. You can check those all out, linked in the description. The Discord's a cool little community, and I enjoy being active over there. And if you want early access to each of these videos, you can support me for as little as $5 a month on Patreon. You will get early access to all of them, and that support goes a long way towards letting me do this for you guys full time, making these videos. But that's all I got for you for today. Till next time, stay chill.